Breaking news tonight in the sudden disappearance of Alabama beauty Natalee Holloway, missing off her high school senior trip to Aruba. Aruba police claim they can't or won't make a case against Judge's son Jorn Vandersloot. This even after a Dutch crime reporter takes months of high-tech secret surveillance proving what happened the night Holloway vanishes. Aruban courts let Vandersloot walk free, but tonight, caught on tape, Judge's son Jorn Vandersloot is busted, preying on unsuspected women, attempting to lure them into the sex trade between Thailand and his birthplace, the Netherlands. Vandersloot reported to make up to $13,000 per female recruit. Tonight, we have the photos. Will the prime suspect in the disappearance of Natalee Holloway finally end up behind bars?
If it was an accident, I mean, I'm sure, I really truly feel that he gave her some kind of drug, and then, you know, if something happened to her, why not be a man and just say, look, this happened, but I knew when they wouldn't help us come look for her the next day, and he goes out and starts hiring attorneys and everything, that there was something bad.
A former suspect in the disappearance of Alabama teen Natalee Holloway has allegedly been caught on tape recruiting Thai women to work in the sex industry in Europe. A sting operation set up by crime reporter Peter de Vries allegedly shows Vandersloot attempting to arrange young women to come to the Netherlands. The sting was broadcast on Dutch TV and also reportedly shows Vandersloot receiving $1,000 cash for arranging the transaction. Vandersloot was confronted by de Vries and denied any wrongdoing, but he did make sure to thank the reporter for the $1,000 cash.
I'm talking about her like that. My gosh, he just, you know, first you want to come through the TV and I want to kill him. I mean, and peel his skin off his face. And I think of the utter disregard he had for Natalee. And look what he's done to from his friends. Look what he's done to our country. Look what he's done to everyone.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us. Breaking news tonight in the disappearance of Alabama beauty Natalee Holloway. Tonight, caught on tape. The prime suspect, Judge's son Jorn Vandersloot, preying on unsuspected women to lure them into the sex trade between Thailand and the Netherlands. Will he finally go to jail, and how's Daddy going to get him out of this one?
Till now, Jorn always denied that Natalee died in his presence, and now he confessed that, and he told what he did with the body, and he told how he came home, what he did with the shoes. It's the complete story.
Jorn Vandersloot, a former suspect in the case of missing teen Natalee Holloway, has allegedly been caught on tape arranging for Thai girls to come to Europe to work in the sex industry. Dutch crime reporter Peter de Vries set up a sting operation on Vandersloot. De Vries' associates allegedly got to know Vandersloot and claimed they were interested in bringing Thai women to the Netherlands. Vandersloot is shown meeting with de Vries' men at a hotel room in Bangkok, Thailand, along with 2 young Thai women. Later, Vandersloot was allegedly shown accepting a large cash advance from one of the men, reportedly in the range of $1,000. When confronted by de Vries, Vandersloot denied any wrongdoing.
I was shocked by the disrespect he talked about Natalee. He called her a bitch and things like that.
He called her a
yeah.
He called her a bitch for absolutely no reason. This girl had a sterling reputation.
Yeah, and he's showing no remorse at all. He's telling that he didn't lose 1 second of sleep.
Joining us right now, Deborah Pugach with CNN affiliate WBMA. What's the latest?
What's the latest, Nancy? Well, I'll tell you this. What I do know from a Dutch contact of mine who's a reporter over there is that Jorn Vandersloot says he did nothing wrong. But according to Peter de Vries, he says, who caught him undercover, trying to get young Thai women to go to the Netherlands to go into the prostitution ring. That is illegal, and according to Dutch prostitution law, that is illegal. Prostitution is legal in the Netherlands, but that is not.
Out to Jossie Mansour, owner and director of Diario magazine. Jossie, it's great to be with you again. What do you know about these latest charges against Jorn Vandersloot?
Well, what I understand is that he did violate the law, both in Thailand and the Dutch law, and that he can be prosecuted for that.
To Rupa Mikulaneni, our producer. Rupa, exactly what is alleged happened?
Well, Nancy, Joran van der Sloot was caught on tape, on a videotape, secretly taped by a journalist, Peter de Vries. And he walked into a hotel room with two young Thai women to meet two of de Vries' men who were posing as Dutch sex trade bosses.
Here, hold on. Here you are seeing the shot. There are many of them. Investigator reporter Peter de Vries hosts a program allegedly showing van der Sloot, suspect in the Holloway case, setting up a sex trade operation between Thailand and Europe. Good Morning America has purchased the rights to this video. Go ahead, Rupa.
Well, as you see in this video, it's a very grainy video, and they're sitting around, they're having drinks, and they're discussing potentially bringing these women somehow illegally, illegally. It's very confusing. He discusses a 3-month visa, says he can, formulate some type of false documents that could get these women into Holland to work temporarily. He offers $15,000 or some such amount to pay for these women. These women indicate, look, we're not sure, we're students, this is very tricky, what would we have to do? And then he says that all that it would require is dancing. And I
believe his words were shaking an expletive in front of men, talking to them, sitting down and having a drink with them, and as if they're going to be models, having your photos taken while you're dancing.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, now, you said the women were students. What did he promise the women? What were they to get paid?
Well, in the videotape, he indicates $15,000. He doesn't say whether that's for the entire 3 months, for what amount of work, but he does say that they'd be working from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. This is a 12-hour day. We're talking 6-day weeks, possibly.
With me right now, exclusively, Natalee Holloway's father, Dave Holloway. Dave, it's great to hear your voice again. Can you believe it? It's like a bad penny turning up again.
It's absolutely disgusting that this guy is involved in something like this.
When did you first learn of the charges?
I learned of the potential video sometime last week, but I wasn't aware of what the extent of it was.
What do you make of it?
I tell you what, I hope the Thailand police do their job and get this guy. He needs to be taken off the street.
Let's unleash the lawyers. Joining us tonight, international law attorney Theodore Simon out of Philadelphia, child advocate Susan Moss, Lauren Lake, defense attorney out of New York, Alex Sanchez, also a veteran defense attorney out of New York, to Susan Moss. Weigh in, Susan.
First, Natalee is dead, and now he's selling Thai women for bread, and it's all on tape. Joran is a moron, and luckily now he's going to be brought down by his own hubris, his own greed, and his own words.
To Theodore Simon, international law attorney, joining us from Philadelphia. Come on, we're talking about Thailand. It is the capital of the sex trade business in the world. Like, they're going to bust Joran van der Sloot?
Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, what we've seen briefly is a tape, only words. We haven't seen any objective evidence. And the last time Mr. de Vries produced a tape, it was rejected by the Aruban courts when they failed to reopen his case based upon his then statements.
If these allegations, Mr. Simon, if these allegations are correct, will he be prosecuted in Thailand or not?
Well, it's certainly possible if the allegations are true. I think we're a far cry from whether or not the allegations turn into any kind of objective proof.
You know what? Before I throw a stone at Thailand, Elliot Spitzer got nothing, and he is caught by the feds with hookers. So, you know, I guess I shouldn't trash Thailand too much. But what I'm trying to say, Mr. Simon, is if these allegations are true, and it is true that he is preying on unsuspecting young women, students, as a matter of fact, promising them $15,000 to be models, and they turn out to end up in the sex trade, stuck in another country with no way back home, will Thailand consider that a crime and prosecute him?
Well, I think you're adding many, many facts that may only be fiction.
Okay, you know what? Maybe you didn't hear the beginning of the question. If the allegations are true, you're the international lawyer.
Right.
Will that be a crime in Thailand? It's a yes/no question.
Well, you know, it's a big if. If someone commits a crime, they'll be prosecuted.
Hi.